I think Brentford need Chelsea and Arsenal to hit rich veins of goal-scoring form between now and January, because it seems that every time, it does seem that every time Chelsea, in particular, have a lean patch, as they've just had, where they're on a run of 3 Premier League games without a goal. They did break their drought in the week in the League Cup, but they always seem to get linked with Ivan Toney whenever this seems to happen, and Arsenal in particular have also been linked with him. I think we were told in the week that Brentford would hold out for 80 million for him in January. We know that Toney has ambitions to play for a Champions League club. We know that he feels he can play at that level. So I think let's see. But Brentford are sort of, I think they will put up a fight. I think to try to keep him.
I'm intrigued by this story because I totally understand and why he's been linked to these clubs. And had he not been banned, probably would have been sold already. So I think in a way we're prepared as Brentford fans that he will leave. But I think January, for me, doesn't feel quite... Unless Brentford have already set their sights on who they see as their next replacement. And there was talk of Kevin Schade perhaps being that, but now he's picked up an injury. Yeah, exactly. So he's going to be out for a couple of months. He's got an abductor injury. And also, we've got the Africa Cup of Nations, haven't we, at the start of next year, which means we will lose Yohan Wissa and Bryan Mbeumo, who are our 2 forward options, really, at this current time, along with Schade or Keane Lewis-Potter. So to sell Ivan Toney when we're losing 2 players to the Africa Cup of Nations, to me, doesn't quite work, unless Brentford have already planned for the successor and get that deal done before Toney is sold on. But, yeah, I'm just not sure yet that he'd be sold in January, like I say, because we will be in desperate need of him to return if we're losing Wissa and Mbeumo to the Africa Cup of Nations. So that's how I see it.
Perfect explanation there, James.
That's how I see it. Come, but I was going to say, come January the 1st, sold. That's what's going to happen.
No, you never know. Clubs are always scouting players, aren't they? And anyone who needs a striker and one who's not been playing. I mean, look, Brentford have I thought, started the season actually okay. They've had a couple of bad results. But Ivan Toney now feels like he's missing for Brentford.
Yes.
You do, because while I watched them against Everton, they really lacked the physical presence of Ivan Toney.
I am going to just say that was a blip.
Yeah, okay.
Well, maybe it'll be different after tomorrow's game at Nottingham Forest, but I'm going to put that down to a blip.
No, but
just because of how encouraged I was with the second half performance. But I do understand what you're saying.
Well, I thought the physical presence, defensively and offensively for Brentford, it showed out.
I do, yeah, of course. Listen, you're always going to rather have him in the team than not. Yeah. But yes, we will see what happens tomorrow as they head to Nottingham Forest for a 2:00 kickoff.